Yo, what is up? I got a new video out here for you today. Hope you guys are well and safe from the coronavirus pandemic. Hope you guys are staying indoors and being safe. Anyway, today's video is about basic settings, and I noticed recently that one of my videos have been gaining a little bit of popularity. A lot of people are hitting up this video and watching the basic setting videos. So I thought I'd make a video today and follow up on that and give you 4 more basic settings that you might be interested in and that might help you improve in your gameplay. Now, the first one I want to talk about is the repair kit and the med kit. Now, what I got here is the small first aid kit and the small repair kit. Now, a lot of people have the small first aid kit and small repair kit because the large repairs and the large first aid kits are just too expensive, or they're not worth your time or whatever. But if you are running small repair kits and small first aid kits, place your first aid kits in the number 4 slot right here, and your repair kit on the number 5 slot right here. And the reason we do that is because when you tap on the first aid kit, most likely it is your commander that is knocked out within the first guy that gets knocked out is usually the commander, and the commander is located in the number 4 position. So what happens is, in a situation where your commander is knocked out, all you need to do is hit the 4 key twice to revive your commander. Same with the tracks. The tracks is in the number 4 position. So when you get yourself tracked out in the open and you need to retreat quickly, the most important module you need to fix is always the tracks. So that is why you put your repair kit in the number 5 slot, because your tracks is also located in the number 5 position. So all you need to do is just double tap 5 to repair your tracks and retreat into a safe position. All right, next tip. This is going to be an easy one. A lot of us encounter situations like this when we are trying to hull down and fight. This is the setting called grass in sniper mode. A lot of you don't use this, but I think you should, because when you have grass in sniper mode, this is what happens. The outline of the terrain does not clearly show. When you remove grass in sniper mode, the terrain becomes a hard line, which makes it a little bit more clearer, for especially when you want to peek over the terrain and shoot at your enemies. So this is really important. Why? Because with disabling grass in sniper mode means you don't need to peek so much to get a clear shot. Now with grass, as you can see here, when grass is there, you're not sure whether you're hitting the ground or you're going to be hitting the enemies, and that more often than not makes you poke over unnecessarily, which means you're exposing yourself a little bit too much sometimes, and because of that you take unnecessary damage from the enemy. So when you disable grass in sniper mode, this is what happens. You can keep a low profile on the terrain, and coupled with, if you have a tank with like this tank with a good turret armor, this means you are impenetrable in a hull down position. So remember this setting, grass in sniper mode. Make sure you disable it, or you can play around with it if you want. You can actually tune how much grass you want to see in the sniper mode. There is a slider above that setting that you can enable and disable how much grass you want in this. If you really want to immerse yourself and have grass in sniper mode, you can see the grass density. You can adjust that slider if you want, but most players, experienced players, will have grass in sniper mode disabled, and this is why you don't need to poke up this much. You see, I poke up that much just to get a clearer shot. Now when I remove the grass, look how much I had to poke up just to see what was over the horizon. So remember, disable grass in sniper mode, and this will help you at least gain a couple more shots, and also stops you from getting yourself unnecessarily damaged. Next tip, let's move on. We are in Prokhorovka, and this tip has to do with your reticle settings and your damage panel settings. Look at that, I get shot and I don't know where it's coming from, and this is very important setting. If you don't have this reticle setting and this battle notification setting, it's very important for you. Here I am getting spotted again. I've got my platoon mate, clan mate here to help me out in this exercise, so shout out to Maui the destroyer there. Thanks for helping me out. He's going to shoot me at the turret, and as soon as he shoots me at the turret, you're going to get an indication of approximately where he's shooting me from, but I don't know where exactly he's shooting me from. So you go into settings and get into your battle notifications, find your fire direction indicator and turn it on to advanced. Disable the standard, turn it on to advanced. Play around with check these or don't check these, find out which setting you like, but make sure you have it in advanced, so that when the enemy shoots you from cover or shoots you from a distance, you have a rough idea. You see there, I know it's a T-54 shooting me, and I bounced 320 damage. Now the next thing you need to do is go to your reticle and go to your indicator and turn on diagonal for both your arcade and your sniper mode. Turn on the diagonal, and I'm going to show you in a second why. There are 4 options here, but diagonal is the one that you want to use. The most experienced players will use this. Some pro players actually don't use this because they know exactly what to do, and this is how you use it. You align your diagonal reticle with your fire indicator to a straight line, and from there you can make a estimate on where the enemy is shooting you from which bush. It is extremely useful if you know how to use this tool. It is extremely useful. You line up your shots, you line up your reticle with the fire indicator, and then you shoot into the bush, and you are making quite an approximate guess, but it is very accurate guess. A lot of the good players use this, especially famous streamers like Skill4LTU uses this technique all the time. Another way you can use this this technique is to line up blind shots using your minimap. You can line up your fire shots on the minimap from unspotted last known locations or spotted enemies outside your render range which your teammate is spotting for you. Very useful in both situations. You can use it, the more often you use it, the more you practice using it, the more you will get used to blind firing last known locations, or even shooting across the map by using your minimap on their last known locations. Quite often you can make those kind of shots if you have a rough idea where the usual locations the enemies are hiding at or position themselves at. Now the last tip I have for you is the settings mode, the HP bar. Go to your marker. Now make sure you can select whichever ones you like, but the most important one is the vehicle health. The most popular one is this one called HP left. Do not use percentage because it does not give you accurate indication of how much HP is left. Some people like this one, HP left / total, because the total HP gives you an indication of what kind of upgraded turret the enemy tank might have, but by far this one is the most popular, called HP left. It gives you an idea of how much damage you can do with the current alpha your tank is outputting, what kind of gun you are using. You know whether you can one-shot the enemy or not. Anyway, that's my video for today. Hope you enjoyed the tips and took something interesting from it. If you did, please give this video a like, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.